Oh, what's going on, y'all? It's a morning checked in. It's 9:21. As you can tell, I've been here. Snowed yesterday. Snowed yesterday. It snowed yesterday. As you can tell, it snowed yesterday. Um, Last night was fun, and we're gonna talk about the weekend. Uh, Last weekend was fun. It was. I think the For the Record TV had an anniversary weekend, and I enjoyed that shit, and even the hip hop talks and things like that. But then, surprise, surprise, the Bengals. I'm not really surprised that they beat the Raiders because the Raiders wasn't no count. It's their first time in a new stadium and a team called Vegas Raiders. And I'm not really impressed by the win because what's going on, Stoic, is the Raiders was gonna lose to the Bengals anyway. Bengals had a good season and things like that. But playoffs is totally different. And I know who they're gonna play next. It's not gonna be good. They're gonna be out in the next round. Tell you that right now. Bengals ain't doing shit. This is a decent team. But you do have uh, a lot of other teams came forward. But I know Tennessee had a bye. But Kansas City demolished the Steelers, thank goodness. But salute Juan G's. And I said to myself, why did the Eagles play those weak ass? I mean, I would say, excuse me, I love my Eagles, but that team that Tom Brady got, I don't understand it. To me, they were weaker than you thought, but he had a good offense. Their defense is all right. It's a little holes into their shit. Yeah. What's going on, Bruce? But I said to myself, Eagles were inexperienced, and that's a good thing. And I'm glad he lost the first round because that's going to get them better. Like I predict, like the next 3 to 4 years, they're going to be all right. It's just Tom Brady ain't going to play forever. He just can't. Not with that team. That's an easy division that he's in. NFC South's always been trash, except when you had the Drew Brees era, it was a little competitive, but it was still trash. Drew Brees knew it was easy. That's why his ass left, and I don't blame him. But Tom, I'm not really impressed by that win. It's just a win. Eagles could have kept it close. The problem with the Eagles, too much expectation on the quarterback. They just need to evolve around their defense. And a lot of these niggas, they crazy like that. But that's the Philadelphia Eagles for you. I like the Eagles and everything, but them Cowboys, man, they deserve that loss. But that wasn't no game. San Francisco deserved that win. Garoppolo wants that revenge. Maybe Kansas City and 49ers. Who knows? But Tampa Bay, I don't trust because they could be beat. They're the defending champs. Anything can happen in the NFC because it's weird like that. Now, Tom Brady's just saying a statement. Belichick's two players on different teams. One's a head coach, one's a great player. Tampa Bay and Tennessee. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Because that's why the Patriots kind of lost because Bills wanted payback all the years they got defeated in the AFC East. Great times in sports. Just right on time. Just right on time. And yeah, I see a lot of madness, see a lot of drama. Sheila E, Sheila E, Sheila E. Good morning, Shar. Morning. Sheila E, Sheila E, Sheila E. You in travel with that beef sector, girl. Uh, they gonna destroy your ass. Even grown folks TV. They watching your ass. But hey, you get what you get. Don't let Cookie get a hold to her. Oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. That's all I'm gonna say. So people want that attention. And they're trying to say, T needs another purge. No, he don't. I think he can wait. He said meds wore off. Yeah. But like I said, man, like I just don't think that's your lane. You should stick to that political content like you always had. And I see a lot of clips. She trying to be famous. I don't blame her. But Leach, It's taking it down through there. That's what you get for siding with Leach. I don't fuck with Leach. She's a leech. She's want content. She ain't got no content. That's why people don't listen to that bullshit that she be saying. And that's what it is. That whole sector is dying. You know that, right? But that shit, let's get to the nitty gritty. The last time I really want to talk about. Village arsonist interviews Tommy Sotomayor. Shouts out to Teapot for that. Because I'm glad he asked the interview for Teapot. VA, man, bro, you need to tap out. And he wasn't prepared for no role. So I said, nah, he needs to reevaluate yourself. Yep, very unfiltered. But dude, I think he's a mod over here too. VA, good brother. Think before you react. Because Tommy, you can call him Tammy, y'all can call him all types of names, but that dude pulled your card, man. He pulled your whole card. He pulled his card, man. I was dying laughing. I knew it was gonna be a shit show because it got X a lot of views. Shouts out to X. X did a great job. And then if they start with the roast, oh, it's gonna get a lot of views next time. I bet money it's gonna get views. If I was X, just let him go full throttle. Full throttle. And I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. But you know. But you know. And it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Because I think one of the reasons I think is when I saw VA and what's his name, Tommy, you know, it was a good discussion. It was about to talk about conservatism. Then I said, you know what? I knew this was gonna be interesting, but Tommy just flipped it on him. But yeah, VA, man, and you need to chill with these interviews and these discussions, man. They ain't your suit. Cause you known as the village arsonist. And that's just what it is, man. That's what it is. I'm not saying I'm not saying that you could challenge people, but Tommy's another specimen. Like I remember the days he roasted a lot of people. You know, the women roasted him back. And then I said to myself, I'm glad this happened. I'm glad this happened because that weekend is very telling. What's going on, Doug? It's very telling. If he would have stayed on point, it would have had been great. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was. And I agree. It was because I think the good thing about TVA, or I call him VA, I call him Village Arsonist. I already know he's Duff. You know, he called himself Ken. Dude needs to chill, man. Like I get he's defending KS. I get that he's defending all types of people. It's a good thing. Oh, what's going on, Mace? Appreciate you, bro. But it's a good thing. I think what it is, one thing I could say, he was trying to get his views up. I understand, you know, he was trying to get his channel popping. And it's no hate. I mean, it's a risk. If I was you, Tom ain't nothing to play with. He's the type of dude that will embarrass you and he puts it on you. And he did that last night. And I was like, you know, I said, man, I couldn't watch no more of this. I mean, I was watching it, but I knew that interview was coming. But he said something very profound that X what he said, like he always says. A lot of niggas copy him. I will say in the 2.0 shit. They copied him because he did came with gear, but he shut people up long term. And it worked. It worked. His style, nobody cares now, but you know, he's more into the politics thing, and that's a good thing he's in. But he's up there with Alex Jones and the you know what's and what you call it, Mal Mannerman, aka Angry Man. He's up there. But one thing I can say about Mal Mannerman, Angry Man, and him and Tommy on they're on the same level technically. Them dudes, one thing I can say, these dudes will go to lengths to try to destroy your ass as a small content creator and just learn to dominate you. But that's the thing, I think when you compete with those guys, the fans are gonna ride who they're gonna ride. They carry bones every day, so I'm used to it. That's why I don't challenge people like that because you gotta be fully prepared. If they started with you, you let them speak and then you drown them out. But these guys, they want the attention. Now, one thing I can agree on, Tommy, is that Kwame Brown shit. Kwame Brown, he did good going against the media. But where he fucked up at is he played the game. He played Tommy's game. Yeah, he played Tommy's game, and that's what hurt him. And then when you start using the men as a hustle and try to cater for these women, that's a whole nother stuff. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like I feel that Tommy was a big deal when him and Tommy went back and forth. And I think I like the Gilbert Arenas and what you call it, Kwame. They was boys, so that's why I fall back on Kwame because I know his fans gonna love him to death. They say, "Oh, I love Kwame Brown." Like, all right, cool, cool. He started off good until he started fucking around. I knew what it was, and I think Ty City pointed that out. And yeah, I saw it. I was a little blinded because I thought, as a basketball player, a former basketball player as myself in school, I look at things like that. But see, he had some good points, but Tommy pulled his card too. There's a lot of people pull his card. So he let the fame of the internet get to him. And that happens. He's been on YouTube for some years. I think like before this channel. And I understand him. I understand him. I'm like, okay, cool. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that I know where he stands, and all these people stands because you know where you're gonna stand. End of the day. And I feel like what Tommy did last night is just classic Tommy. I mean, classic Tommy. I mean, Tommy's gonna be Tommy. I ain't got no problem with Tommy roasted what's his name? VA, Village Arsonist. Village Arsonist should have known better. If you're gonna interview a guy like Tommy, here's my advice. I know he's not a professional, and Tommy's mocking him and everything. But if I was CVA, I would have had him in a nice setting where he's comfortable at. But don't bring him on the channel with the Prophet of Thought series. No, that's a no-no. I mean, the Prophet of Thought series is an excellent channel. I mean, he's well balanced and everything. I'm not saying X ain't, but it's a good channel. But X likes his shit a certain way. Now he ain't used to Tommy. He's familiar with his work, but Tommy is too much. If I was X, I'll let them niggas rock in the chat. But I understand the bot was, saying disrespectful stuff. Here's the thing about Tommy. Here's a secret. Tommy likes protection. Okay, just like Angry Man. They love protection. They can't handle the trolling. They think they can, but they really can't. That's why I'll take them seriously. And this is the reason why I fall back from them for what they are. Because this is why I don't follow Angry Man like that. And I don't because he's a case study to me. Other people said good and bad things about him, but for me, I look at him as Tommy type. He's on that standard because it's a standard. It's him and a few other guys, and Tommy. They're on that level. They're on the same level. And that's it. Good morning, Bayou Bunny. But that's just what level he's on. But see, VA likes to scream and yell and try to overtalk and go against these dudes in the sphere. But I told VA, man, that shit ain't gonna work on Tommy. Tommy will pull your card. Thing about Tommy is he's a guy that never proves that he's wrong. I hate guys like that, but here's the thing. Guys, you can ignore that. You participate in the roast or expose him. Let him start screaming. That's how you get him. He starts screaming, he lost the debate. He knows that. So Tommy's not dumb. He knows what you came in there for. If you pay the guy, like you said, that's a huge L. He got you. He already won the argument. See, don't give him an excuse to get you. That's what Tommy and Anchorman does. I'm not mad what they do. That's just they're entertaining like that. A lot of people love their followers. That's why I don't attack AM as much. If you notice on my channel, we may throw shots here and there. Cerulean, they throw, because they have history with him. I don't as much, but I've been on panels with Angerman from my perspective. From my perspective, on panels with him, he's decent. He's decent. I have no issue with him. He can come on my shit anytime. But one thing, he can't come if Jay Sean's there because there's gonna be some problems. So I've learned the last time from Sunday Madness #2, so I'll replay. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So I know Grish be watching, so I have to be mindful of my audience. My audience is kind of like mixed with Masked Mercenaries, former Black Order, combination of dudes that subscribed to me for my old pre-records. It's tension and former conscious community people. So you gotta play chess. People come in and out. So I have to look at what my audience is. I have to learn to accept that long term. And it took me a while for like last month, 2 months ago, last year, and the last month of last year, and then months. And I had to look at it, and I look back at it now. I'm like, look at my old streams. I say, yeah, that's my audience. I have to accept it. The only way I can do that is I got to promote myself a little bit more. Not promoting, but show myself on content wise like these, and talk to people in different sectors in the comment section or in the chat rooms. If they ask and if they see who you associate with, because I see some people come from the roast/B sector, black sector, but they all in one, and they come through my channel, so I know I got some that's smarted up, and I've noticed that. I'm not mad at those people. You know why? It's just YouTube. Because I look at this. No, it's YouTube. Anything they can subscribe my shit. It's YouTube. Black YouTube is kind of like, to be honest with you, it's big, but it's not really that big if you really wanted to get technical. It's actually a small cog, but it's not a big small. It's like a medium sized cog, and then that's just what it is, you know. And we just it's just what it is. But it's not a huge sector. What I've noticed over the years, because back in the day it was like super small. It got a little bit bigger. I think Tommy came, and then I think Angerman came 2012. He said, right? He didn't go full in. Yeah, they need to stay over there. But it's part of the Black Sector Bunny, because the funny thing is, it's old shit. They love the roast, but the doxing part, I understand why they do it. And I think, what's the name? I just watched Cookie's stream. Yeah, yeah, little TP. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And I'm not mad at what Cookie does because she's legendary with her shit. But Tommy was the king of that. So the person to blame, you gotta blame Tommy for that, because Tommy set that standard up. And I think one time it was him and Clifton Rain. It's a lot of dudes I remember. But these new people, they from Philly? I was like, what the fuck? And it took me to realize, and I scratched my head, I was like, Philly? Oh shit, it's the whole East Coast. But I guess that's what they wanted. But I think the algorithm YouTube's putting everybody together. That's why you see all those bots. And I think Dre was telling me about that. He said, just be careful, man. Don't talk to all these women all day. They'll flag your shit. They'll put you in that right wing group. You notice people got quiet over the Igmore clan. They're being very careful what they talk about. They already got the white sector. So the white sector ain't what it used to be. So you got real YouTube, and then you got the rest of YouTube. The underground. So it's still divided. I mean, this site is so divided. I'll never forget. Years ago, it was all inclusive, but all of a sudden, everybody's got their sectors. So, yeah, I don't see shit. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Sheila. Yeah, yeah. Sheila needs to calm down. Uh, my advice for her, if we ever was on the panel, stay away from that sector. It's a lot of people used to be a part of that B sector, and they in black sectors too because of that merger. If I was her, don't run into a Jokey, Cookie, and all them others. She wouldn't last. Because Leech herself, Leech, right? The one that blocked me, right? Knows damn well it's a competition. Now, I'm not saying now we got our own little itty bitty sector called the villain sphere, like the villain sector, because we're former guys in certain spaces, but we spectate the villainry. You know, we see it what it is. But yeah, Sheila, I saw a clip on Baller X. I started dying. I said, man, she trying to get her shit popping. Last time we had a fallout, I was protecting Nadia. I wish Nadia was here. We can confirm that. But yeah, and she was mad. She was mad about that. I think Beach was mad about that. I think it was Cat's birthday. Oh, what she did to everyone. Oh, I got a story for you. I got a story for you. Beach, when I first met her, I'll say over at Kudas, right? I'll say back in March. She was decent, and I think his stream is still up. She was talking about this Masonic, this fraternity shit, right? She got emotional with Gabe Abe and they started arguing. I think I was on that panel too, and I told her to calm down with that shit. I don't think people remember that stream, but I told her to calm down. I had the black statue avatar at the time. Before I had different avatars. She got emotional. Try to calm her down, you know. We went off for good stuff, but she argued with me a few times on the third shift. There was some times that she tried to come at me sideways. So yeah, yeah, yeah. She gave her that word. Yeah, she's good. They taught her well. That side that she come from, they taught her well. Even though she don't fuck with a lot of them, and they exposed her. Shouts out to Third Ward telling me that it's just what it is. But yeah, it's a lot of people that like her. She is messy, but the good thing about her is she comes out with it. You know, that's the thing about her. I can't trust her though, but she fucks with that court jester. I say you good, you over here, but you can't join the villain sphere though. She tried to have an application with us, trying to say, well, I fucks with the villain sphere. I heard her say that in the conversation with Cook. I said, no, no, you don't, no, you don't, because I'm over here. Me and Thurs over here because we have problems with you because you always messy. But she came at me sideways with that third war incident. Never forget it on Mace, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, she was decent. But we always had problems, even in the third shift. She always never liked me, so I could tell by the energy she brings. So I knew she's from another sector, so I can't really get mad. That's just I've learned to accept it. Yeah, that's all you got to do, Bunny. That's all you got to do. She's the type of woman that likes to start shit. She'll start it over some little shit. One thing about her, I can tell you a secret. One thing about her, if you pull her whole card, she don't like to be wrong either. And I know she's a Taurus like I am, but she's a May Taurus. They can be the worst sometimes. This woman is wild. She's wild. She's wild. And what I've learned is I don't get mad about it because I know what she's gonna do. She's gonna look at things from a integral perspective. But sometimes people just do what they do. And what I've noticed, people always have problems with her. That B sector always can't stand her because they know she's messy too. So she's got a lot of skeletons that we don't know about. She hides a lot of shit. So that's what Taurans sometimes do. They hide a little secret, similar to Capricorn's Earth signs. They spread it around until the shit comes out, and they really got to tell the truth. Now you feel on the chopping block. See, I was born on that lucky number. Based off those even numbers. That's a whole nother story on the zodiac. I might talk a little bit about that in the future, but I don't know. I might bring that back or something like that. I got so many sites and links on that. I need a book so I can study the characteristics. Cause my sign ain't as like superior most people think. It's a decent sign. It's just we do other things right, but outside of that, we acknowledge our bullshit too. Very interesting though. So yeah, she's a character. she's a type that don't want to be wrong. That's the problem with her. She's stubborn. So I could tell when I first met her, she was decent until the bullshit with third. Yeah, man, because the Zodiac shit, what I've done is light. So what I've learned from her, okay, he said she was a trap. No, no, you didn't, Captain. You wrong for that. Some people say that. All right, Bunny. But yeah, it's just like I feel like something that's got to happen in these sectors. And I think, I think when Dre was telling me, they said, hey man, they merging everybody. They ain't talking about what they supposed to be talking about. They supposed to be doing content. But here's the secret. A lot of these sectors are folding. Google and YouTube is cracking down on the so-called hate on both genders, right? This is political too. Damn, I should have told you about that Alex Jones shit with Tim. What's that Tim podcast in real life? Y'all watch that stream with him and Alex Jones and Joe Rogan. Very important stream. They laid out some key details, what's gonna happen in certain instances. Sometimes they can say off the wall shit, like theory, but pay attention to what they say in code. I'll say like, what's his name? Joe Rogan and Alex Jones. It's very interesting. I'm surprised they're going against Trump. They said, I like Trump. No, you don't. You mad because Trump didn't do your agenda. Trump ain't no damn fool. He did exactly what he's supposed to do. He just carried y'all asses in mainstream media and used y'all. He's the ultimate troll. He didn't give a fuck. He just want that bread. So a lot of people gotta understand it is what it is. It is what it is. And I just look at it like that's just how I look at it. But they had a decent stream, but they had numbers. I didn't think it was the best. They exaggerated because it's audience. But then I start looking at it like this. Well, I see this merger with us. We're doing the same thing, so we're falling in that trap. So if I was us, we would have, the small fraction of us is really black over here. We should be careful, man, who we have on panels and shit. Cause I learned that last year. I started knocking motherfuckers off. They start coming at me sideways and shit. I had to change my about me section. I was trying to talk esoteric shit. That white boy, I had to bounce him. He said, I thought it was this type of channel. No, motherfuckers, get out of conversation. He kind of ruined it on that stream with Hannibal. I think it was part 2. I think I tell y'all that every time. He had to go. And I think Dre tried to tell me he came up here when he had weed. Yep. He had weed. I never understood it. I didn't know what he was doing. But good morning. I am listening. Salute, salute. Like I said, man, I didn't know what that boy was doing. But he's blocked from the panel though. So I don't want to deal with weirdos like that. But I was the first nigga that did that last year. I did that with other white boy. He tried a windmill with Imano. Same shit. I just saw a replay of my Thursday Thrill streams and he tried to argue with Dre, which was a little entertaining. Bounce that nigga off. A lot of these niggas is crazy, man. Like, I try to tell you, what is it with white people in white sectors that's failing over there? So-called white manosphere. I call mainstream manosphere for a reason. They always want to come over here where the good shit is, even our shit, our little channels, right? Why us? I'll tell you why. They're looking for fucking cover. Like I told you about that cover stream I did. I know a lot of people didn't like that stream. It pissed a lot of niggas off. It pissed a lot of niggas off. I don't give a fuck. But like I said, that merger, man. See, I'm glad Dre sent me that information on that Thursday Thrills #5. I'm glad he did for all of us there. Told me about the incel problem. That's what it is. They're looking for homes, man. They're looking for homes to fuck up. This ain't got nothing to do with troll. This is an incel problem. I was saying that last year. It still exists now. It's just okay. This month they did some deleting channels. It was knocking shit loose. And shouts out to DeAndre for that. Dr. Doom, advisor with the info. He was warning my ass over at Discord, man. And I learned a lot. Read that shit, saw the news reports. It's getting bad, man. All over the internet. It's not just YouTube, it's all over the internet. It's all over all these networks. And TikTok's next. If y'all on that incel shit, they gonna knock your shit loose, man. Fair warning. Fair warning. See, Google and YouTube is clamping down. That's what they're doing. That's why you don't see no lot of long live streams and marathons. They trying to. That's that Google Hangout shit. You try and clamp that shit down. They said, P-Way, our main headquarters in Utah. That's YouTube is in Utah right now. That's their main headquarters. Utah. No shots at Utah, but it is what it is. And Google's over at what? Silicon Valley, right next door. A couple of states over. They could sell that shit out of Utah, send it somewhere in Atlanta somewhere. Don't be surprised. It's politics. It's all politics. Look at 2024. Biden ain't gonna win. Everybody say fuck Biden right now. And Trump's not gonna be no fucking president. They don't want him nowhere near in politics. They want him up out of there. They want Mike Pence and Rand Paul because the people believe in them. Because people are so gullible, they love circles. I'm sorry, it's just America loves shit like that. You can't hate on Americans because Americans are simple-minded, man. I'm sorry, man. They love bullshit. You can't get mad at this country because the more you study it, the more you can't hate on it. You understand what you're living in. You understand you got to survive on yourself. Take care of yourself. Survive. Don't get radical out here. Don't say I hate women all day because that makes you go crazy. You got to learn to adapt. That's why we say, I don't want to say, I'll say modern women is winning. We already used the word hoes is winning. That's irrelevant. That's short term. Long term, we know they're not winning. Short term, they're winning because here's a secret. You got a lot of incels and tricks getting mad and perpetuating the same shit. Stop, communicate with them on panels in other sectors. That goes for all sectors, not just the sectors we're talking about. We're talking about all sectors of YouTube. Just leave them alone because a lot of them are here. It's politics, man. Learn how to move, fellas. They're looking for attention. To get aroused at you because that is systematic, man. You can't say what you want on YouTube. You gotta you gotta include them, but you gotta learn to fall back. No argue with them. Just if it's an argument, if you're a host, kick her ass off. She'll understand. Tell her to leave, she'll leave. Now, if you're a panelist, if you're a guest, my advice: walk away from that shit and dip. Fuck that channel. Go to another channel that ain't like that. Gender supremacy. And step aside. Step aside. That's all you got to do. Because I tell people all the time, I said this 2 years ago about people arguing with these people, man. I'm glad I never did it when I first came back in these newer spaces. And I said this last year to L. Nixon. I told him this on Oni's panel, the Captain Ghost. I said, I walk away from the shit when the shit happens. Who gives a fuck about him? I'm glad Dre said this on the replay. Like y'all gotta stop arguing with people that are irrelevant, man. They're not relevant to your life. Don't let them stress you out. That's what they trying to do, man. This internet shit will get to you. Why you think I took a week off? That shit's draining, bro. That last weekend, the sports I saw, I was entertained. I was entertained yesterday. Even though my Eagles lost, though, we got next year. We got next year's afterwards. We got years down the line. But this is gonna be fun. I'm glad the Patriots lost. Patriots got their ass whooped. I mean, shouts out to Alonzo. I know he's a Patriots fan, but hey, I know the feeling, man. Even my team got my ass whooped. But I'm happy that Dallas lost. Dallas deserved that losing because I blame Jerry. That's Jerry. Ain't Dak, it's Jerry. Like I said that in the stream yesterday. If Jerry gets in the way, we got a team. But it's snowing out here, y'all. It's cold, but it's snowing out here. I'm out here in the snow, nigga. Act like I can't do no streaming, no snow. I showed y'all. Y'all can't see it. It's on my phone, but we had some yesterday. It's light flurries, but it's gonna snow. I think all this week. Might Thursday and Friday. I know it's a holiday down here. It's MLK Day because they celebrate his birthday. His birthday was on a Saturday, but they celebrate his day on a Monday. So most people are out, if you notice. Because my nigga, it's just it's wild. But that whole sector, man, like what I'm seeing, all the sectors, it's that merger. The merger's here. It's just I'm glad I took the week off because I know what it was gonna do to certain channels. Because see, they knocked off Lapeef. If you notice, Lapeef channel had to be careful what they say. They got women on their channel. They can't be biased. You know what I'm saying? If they keep fucking around, I took some screenshots. I said, for them women, that's beautiful up there, even though the other one's doing her own thing, Courtney, they should buy that shit from me. I'm gonna be petty. Buy that shit from these niggas. 'Cause these niggas is boring, man. They ain't saying nothing. I bet money them women will take that network by force. I see it coming, man. I'm not even mad. I'm just saying, hey, and we ain't coming together to do shit. I agree with Ty. They were, but it was on purpose though. That wasn't a real porn bomb. Somebody did that on purpose. That was by the top. They use bots to do that. Don't let them lie to you. Ain't no porn bomb. Oh, it was taken down. If you notice, they're being very careful. Yeah. See, I don't get those trolls. See, here's a secret. Don't talk about females. It's common sense. Don't do it. Not in a political sense. Don't be anti. Let's just say that. I mean, you can talk about them, but just don't be anti up here. Don't be anti. Don't spew rhetoric. Don't be right wing with it. Because what happens with those white boys, it can happen to niggas. Just keep on. Niggas gonna love the pussy regardless. They're not going against pussy. That's why I always tell niggas, you already lost a long time ago. If we would have won a long time ago, we wouldn't have YouTube. We wouldn't have YouTube. And that's facts. We wouldn't have YouTube. If we would have won a long time ago, this shit was going on, none of this shit would exist. We would have been on different websites right now. The only reason we're on YouTube, because these people, these simps and everybody else is part of the environment. It's part of the culture. There's nothing we can do about it. They want a safe space. That's what Google wanted. Deal with it. Because a lot of people cannot deal with reality. This is the reality you're stuck with. You got to deal with it long term. Deal with your problems as people. And men and women, same thing on both sides. Deal with your problems. A lot of weirdos are going to exist, man. That's just part of the internet. One day, things will change. It's not going to be like this forever because, politics change over time. Because they're going to get tired of shit. A lot of these people are living by because economics problems. But the military changes everything. One war changes everything. If we lose a war, the country goes. That's it. But I'm not saying we're gonna lose the war because you got niggas, man. Good morning, Miss V, MTG TV. Check out our channel, y'all. But like I said, military determines that industrial complex. We gotta understand, military industrial complex determines what you do in life. Economics is one. What we spend every day. I know a lot of people said the banks will do it. Yeah, the banks, they've been saying that every year. But the banks ain't gonna do much. What we're doing is we allow shit. But that military, that force, ruins everything. Like I said, we got military dudes in the chat. We got military dudes. Subscribe to me. We got military dudes on YouTube. Tell you about this shit. Jobs in the military, certain sectors and things like that. America's got to restructure itself. They got to rebrand. It's all a corporate ploy. Oh, not a problem. Uh, Prison industrial complex. I got to talk about that a little bit more. That's a whole nother conversation. Might have to talk about Q Wilson, about the broken window. Yeah, might have to do a talk about that. Open discussion. I might have to talk about that. That's a problem. That prison generation ain't no joke. They dying, wasting away. Know what I mean? They mentioned Rittenhouse. In case y'all know about that podcast I told you about, Tim in Real Life podcast or something like that, right? They mentioned that with the Alex Jones and the Joe Rogan and the other boy. They had the Dr. Pepper. I forget his name, but he had like a nosebleed or something. All of them was there. They mentioned about that Rittenhouse here. Rittenhouse was young. They caught him. And the reason he got off, not only he was white, he was a young white boy. They couldn't do nothing to him. I knew he was gonna get off because he was young. It's a weak ass case. I don't care about that boy. But you know what it is? That's gonna be standard from now on. Because that's the last white boy they're gonna let off. This time, the white boys that did Ahmaud Arbery, they doing life, man. That's fucked up, but it ain't fucked up. No. You killed him like animals. It's on tape. See, if a nigga gets away, if he wants to be a cop, a lot of people try to say he can't be the new white man. He can be. It's gonna be some political bias behind that. It's we don't know what's what in the future. Because they don't want to hear what we gotta say. We just gotta take it. Play the villain role. You know what I mean? Because white fans try to be the hero, but white men don't want to be the villain. Notice that. They don't want to be the villain. Black men will take the villain role easy, but they want us to be on the hero role. We don't want to be the heroes. I said, we got black heroes. They weren't heroes. They was just set up to be heroes. We're talking about real ones to actually do the work. And that's a whole nother story, because being a hero, that's a risk taker. That's a risk taker. That's a risk taker. I'm not even surprised what's out here. Ooh, it's ice out here. Woo! It's in the 30s. But yeah. Yeah. It's it is what it is. Yeah, it's snowing again, but yeah, man, that's all I had to say. But like I said, man, um, that's the madness. I know, but like I said, it will continue because I know it's gonna be. It's 10:05 right now. Oh shit, almost an hour or two. I might have to cut this short. It's snowing out here. But yeah, I had to talk to y'all. It's just a morning check-in, but it's a little live stream that I got for y'all. Because I'll be back this weekend. I mean, not this weekend, but this Wednesday on totalitarianism. I'll talk about that. Might do a pre-record or something. See what y'all talking about. Might do a pre-record. Might do one later. That shit is wild, man. Like VA, that shit with you and Tommy. I mean, it could have been better, but my man, Tommy is a specimen. Tommy is a specimen. Okay, Tommy's a specimen. Tommy's a. I'm not saying specimen as a physique guy. I'm saying he's a specimen when it comes to content. He got you, bro. That dude will flip shit on you. He'll turn the audience against you. I seen that over at Bernard's. I don't fuck with that nigga. At least the nigga is gonna give you some content of entertainment. I give him that. I don't agree with everything he says, but that dude, he can pull your card now. And you pay the nigga, oh, it's a wrap. I wasn't disappointed. I tried to tell you tap out, man. You ain't ready. That nigga will drown you. I know you make videos on him, but Tommy's gonna look at you, you know, never play his game. That's how he beats guys on YouTube. It's like Angry Man, don't play their game. Don't play their game. You gotta get them when they're not around with their little fans. And I think what he said, I got you, man. Ain't got no I got you. No, we got you, and we're gonna lobotomize you. That's how you get niggas. But they already got roasted by me, so it's no need to respond to me. Just like, oh, this nigga ain't got no content. I've always had content. I just know how to troll better. Say the right shit. But when you got guys like that, that's gonna come at you, and VA ought to know this. Tommy's not gonna stop until you tap out. That's just what it is, man. Y'all can't just act like he's, standard. But yeah, anyway, y'all appreciate everybody that came through. Yeah, I'm about to go inside, but I'm just gonna head on out. Peace, everybody. Oh hell, let's go. And I'm out.